Good morning, everybody. My name is Vishma Tejo Simon, and the title of my project is Microbial Quality Assessment of Ready-to-Eat Varieties of Vegetables Sold in Lafia Metropolis. Next slide, please. Vegetables are beneficial for our health, and we are encouraged to eat it raw because of its health benefit. But when they are eaten raw, they can be a source of microbial contamination. And these microorganisms that have been found include E. coli, Salmonella, and Listeria monocytogenes, and they have been known to cause different foodborne illnesses. Next slide. Vegetables, when eaten raw, can cause foodborne illnesses, as stated earlier, and it has been studied by different people. However, there is a limited research on street vended vegetables sold in the streets. Next slide. The aim of this study is to assess the microbial quality of ready-to-eat vegetables sold in Lafia Metropolis with the following objective. The specific objectives are to isolate and identify microbial contaminants present in ready-to-eat vegetables sold in Lafia Metropolis, to characterize and identify microorganisms present in ready-to-eat vegetables sold in Lafia Metropolis, and determine the microbial load of ready-to-eat vegetables sold in Lafia Metropolis. Next slide. This study is very important because it will give us the microbial quality of ready-to-eat vegetables sold in Lafia and be able to identify different microorganisms found in it. The study will also support regulatory authorities in developing policies to enforce hygiene standards and reduce foodborne illnesses. Also, this research will serve as the foundation of future research in microbial contamination and food safety in Nigeria. Next slide, please. And the materials needed for this study is nutrient agar, McConkey agar, potato agar for the cultivation of microorganisms, then gram stain oxidase reagent for identification, and the equipment includes sterile containers, incubators, autoclaves, and etc. The study area is Lafia and Nasarawa State, and we'll be collecting the samples from open market, supermarket, and street vendors. 10 ready-to-eat vegetable samples will be collected randomly, and the samples will be collected aseptically in sterile containers and taken to the microbiology laboratory under controlled conditions. Next slide. The 5 grams to prepare the sample, 5 grams of vegetable samples will be blended in 50 ml of sterile distilled water and to be serially diluted up to 6-fold, which is 10 per 6. Pop plating method will be used to inoculate the bacteria, while nutrient agar, McConkey agar will be used for bacterial growth and fungal growth. Incubation will be done at 37 degrees for 24 hours, and for fungi 25 plus or minus 2 degrees for 48 to 72 hours. The colonies will be counted and recorded in colony forming units per mil. Pure cultures will also be obtained through pure culturing. Next slide. The bacteria will be identified through gram staining and other biochemical tests, including catalase, oxidase, coagulase, indo tests. Fungi will be identified using lactophenol in cotton blue, and their morphology will be checked based on their spore and the hyphae. Next slide. The research budget would not get up to 50,000 naira, including to buy agar, the chemicals, and some of the equipment to use in the lab, and the sample collection to the vegetables will cost 3,000 naira. Next slide. This study is proposed to go for 10 weeks, which include planning, sample collection, media preparation, the microbial analysis, data interpretation, and report writing. Next slide. So the expected outcome of this study is to be able to identify isolate like Staph aureus, Salmonella, E. coli, and common fungi through microbiological and biochemical analysis. This finding is very important because it will enhance scientific knowledge on food safety, raise public awareness, and provide recommendations for better handling and processing. These are my references, and thank you for listening.